Yo, good evening, good evening. Alright, man, I tend to write some stuff down, man, my thoughts and whatnot, and this is kind of my thoughts on Final Fantasy, man, and the end game, I suppose, or like when you get to the end of a RPG that requires a lot of grinding, and then just to find out that the end ain't really the end, is more bosses to defeat, more things to do. You know what I'm saying? I think I made a video about that earlier, but it's just, let me go ahead and start, man. Have you ever have you ever can't even read. Have you ever beat all the bosses in a Final Fantasy game and then had this feeling of never wanting to go through it again? I hope I'm not the only one, because that's how I feel. Man, I can't read this because it's not necessarily me writing it for it to be read like a script. It's just more or less my thoughts at the moment. But it's what I'm basically saying is that, you know how, well, I'm playing. All right, let's say I'm playing. I am playing Final Fantasy X. The collection came to PC, so that's what I'm playing. And so I'm at the point now where the game opens up, and I've maxed out everything in Final Fantasy X when it first came out, and I think it was 2001 or 2, something like that back then. I've done it like maybe 2 or 3 times. And this was before achievements and trophies existed. You just did it for the hell of it, the fun factor, or whatever, man. Or maybe even bragging rights, which really it wasn't that big a deal. Not saying that video didn't exist at that time, but it wasn't nowhere near what it is now, because you can record everything so easily now. But I say that to say, I don't know if I feel like maxing everything out in the game this time. Like, even though the achievements are there in Steam for me to do, not that I care about the achievements, but that would probably be the only reason I would want to do it. Because now that I'm an adult, it's kind of like I can sink this time into another game or something else, because it took me almost 40 hours to get to this point. Now it's going to take maybe 40 more hours of grinding to get to where you can, actually attempt to defeat all the other bosses. The ones that really require you to be maxed all the way out. And so it's just one of those things, man, where where I think to myself, am I being lazy? Or am I just playing the game to just beat it? Like, 'cause it's nostalgia for the most part. It's a fun game. And it's fun to go through and do everything, and the story is good and all of that. It's just great, a great experience. Final Fantasy X I'm speaking about. And it's just good. But do I really want to go through and put the extra time in to max the game out? I don't know. Maybe I might. It's something that I feel like I need to sleep on and think about. But it's just my thing. And I've done this more than once, and this is the international version. So I believe the version that came out, the US version, was different than the one that's currently out. So maybe there may be more of a incentive for me to attempt to go through it all. Not that it's really hard, it's just that it's time consuming. But anyway, that's my thoughts for right now. Call me lazy, man, maybe a older gamer, but I guess I'm just not what I used to be. But it's just that I'm thinking, like, what should I do? What should I do next? Should I attempt or should I not? But anyway, thank you for listening and watching, man. Comment down below, man, if you choose, because it would be interesting to hear someone else's thoughts and have a conversation about it. Thanks, man. Thumbs up, subscribe, and all that. Peace.